Hello everyone, this is Mystic Goddess with your general reading. So today we're going to see what you need to know about your twin flame when it comes to love. This reading is for everyone of every zodiac sign, so feel free to switch the energies around as needed. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into these messages. Give me messages please, Holy Spirit. For everyone that watches this reading, what do my viewers need to know about their twin flame when it comes to love? What do my viewers need to know about their twin flame currently when it comes to love? 2 more shuffles. All right. So let's see what comes out here. All right. So at the bottom of the deck, we have chained. So right now, there's some type of unhealthy bond that they have with someone, or there's an unhealthy attachment. Now, for others of you, they're struggling with codependency. They feel weighed down at the moment, especially mentally, and they seem to be between a rock and a hard place. There's a situation that they've gotten themselves into, and they don't really know how to get out of it. With lost being right next to that, they feel lost. Some of you could be at a distance from your twin, or they could have disappeared on you. They could have ghosted you, or they're in coward type of energy, especially if there were certain issues that happened between the two of you. They're not really ready to face it. They could even be using drugs or alcohol to numb themselves, or to try and distract themselves from their thoughts and feelings. At the top of the deck, we have wine and dine. So I do eventually see your twin coming in. They may want to take you out on a date, or they're going to come toward you just wanting to spend some time with you. But see, the issue is they're not consistent. I feel like they tend to do this a lot, where things are going well between the two of you, then suddenly it'll become rocky. They may become distant, and then they disappear on you altogether, only to come back and do the same thing over again. They do still have passion for you, okay? Some of you could feel as though your twin flame is dating other people. So yeah, after a time period of them being distant or being withdrawn, they're going to come in suddenly, taking fast action toward you. Give me more. What do my viewers need to know about their twin flame? Thank you. We have turned. So they are out here like they don't have any manners or any sense. For some of you, they're partying a lot, okay? But it's giving party animal type of energy. For others of you, like I said before, they seem to be using drugs or alcohol. For a few of you, they could even be turning to sex, okay? But they're trying to get gratification from things that are surface level, but it's not really working. At the top of the deck, we have Karmic. Oh, here we go again. And look how I said, here we go again. So this hasn't been your first go around with your twin. I feel like there's some type of karmic cycle that they're dealing with at the moment, or they're connecting with a karmic, and that karmic is someone who is toxic for them. Now, the karmic could be a third party, but for others of you, it's just someone that they have a close relationship with. Whoever it is, they don't have the best influence on your twin, and I feel like they enable their toxic lifestyle. They're going to learn a huge lesson in regards to someone close to them Okay, but it's going to affect them on a major level. Now, it could be that they end up getting themselves in some type of trouble due to a sexual connection that they have with someone, or because of indulging in drugs or alcohol. For others, they could end up in a compromising situation, or they could end up in some type of trouble while they're out partying, while they're out trying to have a good time. I also do feel like there could be a karmic person that is providing your twin with surface level pleasure, almost like they're distracting them from seeing things clearly. Okay, so someone's leading them down the wrong path. Give me more. What do my viewers need to know? Thank you. All right, we have Bye Felicia, and that card came out crossing. So if you have experienced a disconnect with your twin, or if the two of you are currently distant from each other, it's not permanent. All right, they couldn't leave you alone even if they wanted to. Okay, some of you could feel like your twin disappeared on you, or they withdraw from you and they don't even care anymore. But that's actually not the truth. I feel like your twin is suppressed and they're trying to distract themselves by using these surface level pleasures and by surrounding themselves with people who are not putting them in their place. Right now, they're entertaining people who are enabling their behavior and people who are not holding them to a higher standard. There's also someone who is karmic that they're having a really hard time detaching from. I feel like they keep going back and forth with the person. Like I said before, it doesn't necessarily have to be a karmic lover. It could definitely be a family member or a friend. I feel like they fall out with each other and then they make up again. Then they fall out again and make up again. It's giving a vicious cycle. But yo, someone's definitely leading them down the wrong path. And I would like to be able to say that they're doing it unknowingly, but it's coming out like they know exactly what they're doing. Your twin can't see clearly right now. And also, they know the person isn't good for them, or they know that they're surrounded by people who are toxic, but they're wearing rose-colored glasses. They're refusing to see right what's in their face. So therefore, they're going to learn a really harsh lesson. They're going to learn the hard way. Yeah. If the two of you have been distant for quite some time, your twin is experiencing some really heavy emotions. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you start feeling that energy. So it's going to be important for you to be able to decipher the difference between your energy, your thoughts, your feelings versus your twins. They're also scared. There's something that they're scared about, and it's weighing on them mentally. Yeah, they're in mental and emotional distress. There's something they're doing way too much of. They're indulging in something excessively. Now, it could be that they're having a lot of reckless, intimate encounters. For others of you, they could be doing a lot of drugs, or they could be drinking a lot. They could be mixing things. They could be doing way too much partying. For a few of you, they're overindulging in food. So they could be putting on weight. But for a handful of you, it could be the exact opposite. And they may not be taking care of themselves. Therefore, they're losing weight. Take it however it fits. There's just something that they're doing way too much of. They're using it as a distraction. They're using it as something that they can get pleasure out of, but it's surface level. Therefore, they still feel empty. And also, once they come down off of the high, or once the pleasure is gone, they feel worse. Whatever they're doing is making their mental health and their emotional well-being worse. Wow. And there's someone who is doing it with them, though. Okay, I feel like they have someone who they look at as their partner in crime, their ace, someone they're really close to, or someone they have just a toxic connection with. The person makes it seem as though they're down for your twin, like they're your twin's ride or die. It's us against the world type of energy. Like they're dedicated to your twin. But in reality, the only thing they're dedicated to is keeping your twin lost and chained. I heard bound. I heard bound. Like binding something or someone. So someone has binded your twin to them in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like the person also encourages your twin to be a rebel, like to go against the norm or go against expectations. And it's okay to go against the norm. It's okay to be unique. It's okay to be original, but this is not in a good way. Almost like they're trying to convince your twin, you don't need anyone else. Don't worry about them. Elf them. You know, you got me. I'm here for you. I'm riding for you. Elf them. It's me and you against the world. It's that type of thing. When in reality, the only thing that this person is truly doing is keeping your twin codependent. I feel like the person is enticing them with something, or there's something they're offering to your twin that's keeping them weighed down and that's keeping them stuck. Your twin already feels as though they don't fit in. They feel like no one understands them. Whoever they're connecting with currently, or whoever they're close to currently, I feel like that person has rebel energy about them too. So it's almost like two troublemakers coming together and just living by their own rules. This is the person that's going to get them in trouble, and they may go down together. Now, I rebuke it in the name of Jesus, but it doesn't look good. And the crazy thing is, if your twin would take off with the rose-colored glasses, if they would look a little deeper into this person that they're so close to, they would gain a lot of insight about them. A lot of insight. It's someone who is really shady. Okay, for example, if it's a romantic partner, if it's a karmic lover, that person, and look at this, I don't know what that is. It's some kind of bug. I don't know what that is, guys. Some kind of bug that was fine. If your twin would do more research on the person, they would know exactly what's going on, okay? Now, if it's a romantic partner, if it's a karmic lover, their intention is to sweep your twin off of their feet, to have your twin head over heels in love, to bring out these intense emotions within your twin. They want your twin to be in love with them, okay? But there are things going on behind the scenes that your twin is not aware of. The person could be already involved with someone else, or that person is hiding certain secrets from them, okay? Like they could be dealing with someone else on the low. They could be dealing with their twin on the low. It could be a sneaky link type of situation, okay? The person is playing them. Your twin is not the only one, but they're so turned up, they're so drunk or high that they cannot see the truth that's right in front of their face. But they will eventually. And I feel like it's going to be sooner than later. But it's going to hit them like a ton of bricks. It's going to be a lesson that is learned the hard way. And it's going to bring them to their knees. It's going to hurt. They're going to feel like a fool. And they have a off and on connection with the person. There's a lot of hot and cold behavior. But it's like a low-key thing. Someone has something else going on low-key. But they're keeping your twin really close to them. That's sick. Now, if you know for sure they're not dealing with a romantic partner or they're not dealing with a karmic lover, your twin could have a friend or a family member who is keeping them codependent upon something, okay? They are your twin's enabler. I feel like they could intentionally be keeping your twin in a state of instability so they can have some type of control over your twin. This is all about control. Like, let's say your twin is going through something. Instead of talking to them, giving them advice, giving them encouraging words, instead of feeding their soul, instead of praying for them, they hand them alcohol or they pass them a blunt. It's giving that type of energy. Could even be that they give them some pills. Because whatever is going on here, it's heavier than a blunt. This is heavy energy. I don't feel like they're just smoking. Like, there's something else going on here that's harder. It's a harder type of drug, or it's some type of substance that doesn't last very long, but the come down from it is really hard and it makes them depressed. So I don't know what it is. I wouldn't be surprised if it's some type of pill or something. Like, they're popping pills. They're doing something. I also feel like your twin gets paranoid. I don't know where that's coming from, but they get paranoid. And someone likes to wear glasses, like shades. I don't know if it's your twin or if it's this karmic person that they're around, but when they go out, they wear shades to try and maybe hide that they are intoxicated or high. Give me another card. We have laughter, and we also have numbing. So your twin just wants to be happy, okay? They want to be happy, but they're numbing themselves. This is confirmation of what I was telling you guys before about your twin using some type of really short-term surface level pleasure in order to numb themselves, okay? But I also feel like whatever they're doing is causing them to act irrationally. Like, there may be times when they're overjoyed. Look, this person is wearing glasses too. There may be a time when they're overjoyed, where they feel really good, like they have good positive vibes. They're smiling, they're laughing, and then they come down from it and they're paranoid, they're scared, they're worried, they're stressed, and they're emotional. Someone is encouraging them to only worry about now. Don't worry about tomorrow. Only worry about now. Who cares how it affects your life tomorrow? Only care about now. We only have now. We only have the present. And that is dangerous to your twin's soul. I can understand people living life like there's no tomorrow, meaning enjoying themselves, taking healthy chances. There's nothing wrong with living in the moment, but I feel like your twin is living like there's no tomorrow, like, but not in a good way. Like, F how it turns out. Like that type of thing. I don't like it. I'm going to get one more card and I'm going to end the reading. But they're going to learn a tough lesson through this karmic. They're keeping them in a cycle. Your twin needs to cleanse. If you care about them, pray for them. Pray. Send them a prayer. They're just so lost. But someone else is contributing to it. Give me one more card. All right, we have key player, and the card came out crossing. So when it comes to your twin, they don't feel important, okay? They don't feel like they're wanted nor needed. They don't look at themselves as someone who is irreplaceable. They don't look at themselves as someone who is beneficial to anyone, okay? I feel like deep down, they kind of at least want to get in the energy of caring about themselves more, loving on themselves more. But right now, they're only worried about surface level things, okay? I also feel like there are certain people who are key players or people who are vital to your twin's growth that they've either burned bridges with or they're not on good terms with. This could definitely be you. Okay? Could definitely be you, but there's some type of blockage because the card came out crossing. So it lets me know that there is something or someone in the way. You were meant to play an essential role in your twin's life. All right? I do feel like they will come back around. They will come up out of this. But this karmic energy, this karmic person, they have to get away from that particular individual. Give me one more card. What's the most important thing that my viewers need to know about this karmic who is enabling their twin? What's the most important thing? Ooh, a few came out. All right. All right, so we have spilling the beans at the bottom of the deck. We have TikTok here. We have brick wall, and we have chemistry. Okay. So whoever this karmic person is, your twin has kind of let their guard down to the person. All right. They feel safe to an extent with them, or they feel like they can be themselves, but it's not reality. It's not what your twin thinks. They look at this karmic as someone who accepts them flaws and all. But in reality, that particular person is just telling them what they want to hear. That person is holding up their life. Also, It's someone who's trying to buy time, okay? And they're buying time with your twin by enabling them, enabling their behaviors. They're the type who doesn't tell your twin when they're wrong. They're always agreeing with them, regardless of what the situation is. They don't have your twins back at all, okay? They make it seem as though they will ride or die for your twin. They make it seem as though your twin can always depend on them. They make it seem as though they're protecting your twin, but in reality, they're really not. They're not. But see, there's only a matter of time before everything comes to the surface. The cat's going to be out of the bag. There are going to be secrets revealed to your twin that will let them know that this person is completely untrustworthy. And see, the audacity is, for some of you, this karmic person has already burned your twin before. They've already done some untrustworthy things to your twin. Now, it may not have been anything super major, but they've already played your twin before. My goodness. So your twin is missing you. They reminisce about you a lot. It's coming out like they may have some photos that they look at. Just to feel deeply connected with you. Okay? Like they think a lot about the memories. I also feel like your twin is going to end up slipping up and saying something about you while they're around this karmic. Okay? They're going to say something that will let this karmic know that they miss you. Or that they're holding on to some type of keepsake. They could even get caught looking at photos of you. Or looking at text messages or something. The chemistry is already off between the two of them. And I feel like whoever the karmic is, they're hard to reach unless your twin wants to be in toxic energy. So if they need a shoulder to lean on, if they need support, that person is nowhere to be found. But if they want to indulge in drugs, if they want to indulge in alcohol, if they want to party like a rock star, the karmic is there. Right now, they can only buy time before they're exposed. And if it's a romantic partner, if the karmic is a romantic partner, your twin is going to end up finding out that they've still been connecting with someone from their past, or they're going to find out something about them being involved with someone else. Okay? But this is sad. It really is. The chemistry is so off. So off between the two of them. It's definitely not love. It could be lust. But the only thing that keeps them connected is drugs and alcohol. I feel like if they're not under the influence, they don't really have too much to say to each other. Because as soon as your twin comes down, as soon as they crash from the surface level pleasure, they're all alone with the blues by themselves, left alone to deal with it until the person comes through to give them temporary pleasure. This is sad. So yeah, send up some prayers for your twin. Like I said, there's only a matter of time before everything gets exposed. For some of you, it could be exposed within the next, anywhere from the next 4 to 11 hours after you watch this reading. 4 to 11 days or 4 to 11 weeks to the maximum. But there's something that's going to be exposed. It's going to be exposed. It's coming out like it'll be during the day. Like in the afternoon. And it's going to be something that your twin can't deny. It's going to be something the other person cannot even defend. All right, and so that is the reading, everyone. If you guys resonated with this or if you liked this reading, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you as a part of the Mystic family. I love each and every one of you guys so much. You take care. Be safe. Until next time. Bye.